you say you have investors, how is that different than like if it was your own capital?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest.
Because that's a whole business in itself. I mean,
Yeah, I think with investors we take less risk. If it was my own capital, I'd be more aggressive and not as worried about going down or lose. But like with our investors, our principle is like we never want to lose any investor principle. We haven't. And I'd say we are just very conservative in everything we do. We usually buy buildings with long-term fixed rate loans. We generally take low leverage. We always raise extra capital up front for reserves, so we don't have to ever go and do a capital call when times get tough, which they did, during COVID in the beginning. We had some troubles with some properties with collections and stuff, and we had a few properties. We had never had a negative quarter until COVID hit, and on 2 or 3 properties we had where the expenses outweighed the revenue, and we had to just dip into the reserves, which was fine. We didn't have to do any capital calls because we had plentiful reserves. So I'd say with investors being ultra conservative, because we're trying to like preserve our investors' wealth, grow it safely over time. We're not looking to score the highest returns possible. I'd rather take higher risk myself a little bit, maybe, if it wasn't investor capital. But for the investors, it's like, don't lose the money, and be a good fiduciary for them over a long period of time. And I've worked with my investors and then their children, sometimes grandchildren by now.
Yeah, so that's that's in a way what motivates you too. I mean, I'm just thinking that's what, that's the way how I feel. When you work with somebody, you're taking care of them. That's your expertise. You know what you're doing. You have the deal flow. You're giving them a safety, financial security to a certain degree that they couldn't get otherwise. So it's really
most financial advisors, they're sort of conflicted. They have to sell their own products, and that's why I always recommend, if our investors want financial advisors, go with like a registered investment advisor, RIA, that's more independent. And we have some RIAs that invest their clients' capital into our deals, for example, and they'll look at alternatives more. The most financial advisors don't invest in private placement kind of deals like real estate, like we're doing and stuff. So I'd say real estate should be part of anyone's portfolio that has significant net worth and is trying to preserve wealth.